What's up, guys? We're going to be going through the best WNBA picks for today. Now, I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we got 10 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we are on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 10 picks right like me, win more bets, and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you will have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $500 just yesterday, and another member who won $140 for the second day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright guys, so as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but Prizepicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So the first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Alicia Gray. Now Alicia Gray has done a fantastic job, averaging 17.8 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 2.9 assists. So she's doing fantastic, and they do face off against New York, which is going to be a very good matchup. Now I do believe in this matchup she should have no problem actually going on the over. She's been on a little bit of a good streak. She had a bit of a poor performance last game, but I do believe she will be able to come back in this next matchup and be able to really perform. When it comes to the matchup to New York, I think they shouldn't have any problem when it comes to Alicia Gray hitting her stats. Yes, they may win, they may lose, but when it comes to props, like, you know, Prizepicks is about, I think she will be able to hit her props pretty easily and go on the over, no doubt about it. So definitely keep an eye out for her line, guys. I think there's going to be a lot of great value there, so keep an eye out for that, especially if it is under these averages. Now getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Brianna Howard, who's been averaging 16.7 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.9 assists. Now when it comes to Brianna Howard, they do face off against New York as well, but I do think this is a fantastic matchup due to the fact that New York actually rank 5th in points allowed. So it isn't really too high, and I think Howard should be able to go on the over in this matchup. Now when it comes to assists, New York Liberty actually rank 1st in assists allowed. And on top of that, they also rank 7th in rebounds allowed. So you definitely want to keep an eye out for her points and rebounds, especially since Brianna Howard is a big rebounder. I think she's done a fantastic job so far. And I think, you know, if you keep an eye out for her points line and her rebound, there could be a lot of value there to actually go on the over. When it comes to assists, you know, yes, she does get a couple assists here and there, but due to the fact that New York is pretty tough when it comes to defending that assist, I think, you know, there may be value to go under there. But the ones to focus on is definitely points and rebounds. Guys, keep an eye out for those lines. If it is under these averages, definitely look to go over, because I think there'll be a lot of great value there. Getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Brianna Stewart, who has been playing and absolutely balling out, and she's been averaging 23.9 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 4 assists this season, and also 1.7 steals. Now, I think she's been playing fantastic, and they do face off against Atlanta, and I do think she will have no problem actually going on the over, since she has had a little bit of a hot streak going on, especially when it comes to points, rebounds, and also assists. So she's done a fantastic job so far, and I think she will be able to keep it going. Now, Atlanta Dream actually ranked 11th in points allowed, and, you know, Brianna being one of the top scorers in her team, she should be able to go on the over since she has such a high usage rate out there. So I think that's super important. Now, when it comes to assists, they actually rank 7th in assists allowed when it comes to Atlanta, so she should have no problem actually hitting her assist numbers when it comes to Brianna Stewart. And on top of that, guys, they also rank 11th in rebounds allowed. Now, if we look at Brianna Stewart, she's been absolutely balling out, especially the last 2 games, getting over 10 rebounds. She should be able to do it again in this next matchup against Atlanta, and shouldn't have no problem getting it done against Dream. So keep an eye out for her line. There could be some great value to go on the over there, and especially if it is under these averages. Getting to the next player, we're going to talk about none other than Courtney Vandersloot, who's been averaging 10.3 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 8.6 assists. Now, I really do like this matchup. When it comes to Courtney, I think she may be going on the under in this matchup. One of the reasons why is that I do believe that this may be a blowout type win. So we could see them actually blow out Atlanta Dream. And since she isn't the main player, as it has been Brianna Stewart and others, I think we may see her actually go on the under in this matchup, and they may not even end up playing
that fourth quarter. So you definitely got to take into account, blowout situations. So points and rebounds, there could be some value to go under, especially if it is too close to these averages. When it comes to assists, if it does come in, I think she could be able to go on the over. Sits Atlanta Dream due to the fact that assists don't really get affected that much, especially in blowout situations. So Courtney has done a fantastic job really playmaking for this team, and she probably could continue to do that, especially in this matchup for tonight. Now, getting to the next player, we're going to talk about none other than Jordan Canada, who's been playing great, averaging 13.4 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. So she's done a fantastic job while also averaging 1.9 steals. On top of this, when it comes to this matchup, they do face off against Dallas Wings, who actually rank 10th in points allowed. So I think there's going to be an easy matchup for Canada to actually go on the over, and I do think she should have no problem going on the over as well. Now, when it comes to assists allowed, Dallas Wings actually rank 10th as well in that category, and on top of that, they also rank 8th in rebounds allowed. So they're pretty a poor defensive team, and because of that, we could see Canada go on the over in her lines pretty easily in this matchup. So keep an eye on for Canada, especially if her line is below these averages. Getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Lexi Brown. Now, Lexi Brown has been averaging 13.3 points, 2 rebounds, and 2.9 assists. She's been doing a fantastic job, and I do believe she will have the capability to go on the over as well, due to the fact that Dallas isn't really too much of a very strong team. Now, when it comes to Dallas as well, they do allow quite a lot of points, assists, and rebounds, and because of that, with a fast-paced game that probably will most likely definitely happen in this matchup, I definitely see Lexi Brown going on the over. So keep an eye out for her. She may actually not play in this game, so you do want to keep an eye out for that. If she isn't playing, then you definitely want to look at someone like Canada, who may actually get a lot more minutes and may actually, have more game time in that sense. But keep an eye out for Lexi Brown. It's still probable whether she will play, but it's definitely someone you want to keep in mind, especially if she does play. Getting to the next player, we're talking about none other than Satou Sabali, who's been averaging 20 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 3.2 assists. So she's done a fantastic job, and she is coming back from a game where she had a pretty poor performance, only getting 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists, but she should be able to bounce back in this next matchup, especially against Los Angeles Sparks. Now, when it comes to Sparks, they aren't really too much of a very strong team. I think Sabali shouldn't have any problem, as she is a forward, and that is something that the Sparks really, struggle with when it comes to defending forward. So we could see her have a fantastic game in this matchup, and I do see her actually doing very, very well. Now, something that to keep in mind is definitely that Los Angeles Sparks actually rank 6th in rebounds allowed. And I think that's going to be huge because Sabali is a big rebounder, and I think she should be able to go on the over in her line. So if there was a line you definitely want to keep an eye out for, it's definitely her rebounding category. I think she'll have a lot of value there to actually go on the over, no doubt about it. Again, to the next player, we're going to talk about none other than Natasha Howard, who's been averaging 16.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 1.4 assists. Now, she's been doing a great job overall, and they do face off against Sparks like we mentioned. Now, she is a big rebounder, so there's definitely a lot of value there to go on the over, but when it comes to points and assists, we actually do see her going on the under due to the fact we have seen, her usage rate continue to actually stay pretty stagnant, and I think, if a blowout situation does happen, then we could see Natasha Howard sitting on the bench a lot more. But we do believe that someone like, Satou Sabali will probably have a lot more usage rate in this matchup due to just the matchups where they're pretty poor at defending that forward position that Sabali is in. So we could see Sabali have herself a game, and I do think Natasha Howard may be restricted, as all the attention will probably be on her in order to stop her in any way possible. So you definitely want to keep an eye out for that. I think she'll have a lot of value there, especially, if it is under these averages. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon, which will be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.